I try to put a few rules of thumb in which if you cross them, then you are not in the Israel Jewish solidarity camp.
Vibrant discussion in the diaspora is a long-standing tradition. Criticism from both the right and the left has been a constant over the last 40 or 50 years. And at the same time, I was acknowledging there are certain red lines that you cannot cross and be pro-Israel. In general, we should welcome diversity and discussion.
Unfortunately, I demonstrated that JStreet crossed every one of these red lines. They lobbied against a veto for a condemnation of Israel in the UN. They promoted the BDS movement, the boycott, disinvestment, sanctions movement against Israel in their conference. They never gave an award to an Israeli or to an American that just simply defended Israel. All these things make JStreet an organization that calls itself pro-Israel, but it's factually anti-Israel, no less than that. And as such, we have to understand that it had infiltrated the Jewish solidarity tent, and it's trying to sabotage it from within.
JStreet is an important and legitimate part of the discussion in the United States. They are not anti-Israel. I think they've made mistakes on specific issues. I haven't been at all reluctant to criticize them when that's happened. But having said that, to categorize them as anti-Israel.
Criticism that's expressed from within the tent of people who are committed to the security and safety and Jewish statehood of Israel is a criticism that is acceptable. Criticism that is used enables anti-Israel, people who are opposed to the fundamental existence of the State of Israel, crosses that line. And the best example of that are those people who have chosen to give some sort of support to the BDS movement, which is fundamentally based on the notion of delegitimization of Israel, that ultimately is going to be used as a vehicle, as a wedge to undermine the future of the State of Israel, is an association which is unacceptable. That is the very clear red line and the very clear demarcation.
It's not criticism. We have to make a very clear differentiation between criticism of Israel, that it is all right, and simply undermining Israeli interests, using its lobbying power, endorsing candidates that are blatantly anti-Israeli. I have met with Representative Donna Edwards, for instance, from Maryland. She is as anti-Israeli as you can get, and she's being fervently endorsed by JStreet. That means that JStreet is an integral part of the well-orchestrated international campaign to undermine Israel's very legitimacy and existence.
Issues that impact on the security of Israel are not ones that we, who live in Chutz La'aretz, have the right to impose on the State of Israel.
There are too many efforts to make it who the good guys and the bad guys, and not enough focus on how do we build a case for Israel and bring Israel's case both to the Jewish community, particularly to younger people, as well as to the broader American community. Israel has a wonderful message. It's the creative force of the Jewish world, religiously and culturally, and less disqualifying people, more embracing and developing a sophisticated message, because young Jews in particular understand nuance. They're open to that message, but only if we express it in a way that doesn't focus on our own petty internal political concerns.